chase that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams that don't like each other much. One will go to Super Bowl 53 as we're underway in the 2019 NFC title game.
Let's go. Got three. Ready, blue 80. Shift. Gun. There go Mike. White. Check tight. Hey, Mike 20. Hey, I'm coming after you. Go!
Now a play fake here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Let's go.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Crunch. 21. 22.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on third down.
Gun. Ready. 25.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zach Brown in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
On second down, here's Ryan. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Orange, orange, orange.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Smith keeps it on the sneak. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Smith taking it in. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
This is Coleman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Ito Smith, his first carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession.
Get up!
Chinese on Ringo. Chinese
Gun. Left. Hey, Tuesday.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. After the interception, here's Smith. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
15. Twin left. Hey, back up.
2nd and 10. Smith again. And his throw here's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Liz.
Smith now to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Coleman. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw is Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Wait! 4 down. 11. Check 4.
4th down. Here's Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. On 1st and 10, Smith. On the crossing route, complete. It's Richardson. And out across midfield down to the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, back up.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
15. I said line 80. Hey, back up.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Coleman now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. And they'll try the ground game here with a running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, gun. Shit. Gun. Mike's 22. 11. Watch the screen.
Now Ryan on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Left. Got it. Wide 25.
Now Ryan on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Kerrigan. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
21.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Gun.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Yo.
So, yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. So out now come the Redskins. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, back up. Watch safety creeping.
The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, back up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That's it, baby. That's it.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
4 down, 4 down. Let's go. Gun. Set. Wide.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, 37 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
Hey, wait. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, but probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to get up. Staying open. 12. Hey, gun. Here we go.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Hey, back up.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back up.
3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Get up! Right!
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the first connection there, Ryan to Jones, and certainly a big reason they're losing on the scoreboard.
As they go as a connection, if Pierce, so goes the team, and they need to be on the same.
And this is caught inside the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
Break! 15. 52. 35. Hey, back up. Regular.
Again, Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now Smith. Jordan Reed has it. A good pickup there of 22.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Smith now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Set, fire, DD.
Mike 6. Mike 6. You ain't going nowhere. Switch.
Liz.
First down, here's a run to Peterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Hey, back up. 52. 35.
Now Thompson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Smith. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll give it to him up the middle. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
Check. Liz.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
Hey, back up. Hey, slot.
Out of the gun, Smith. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Gun!
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
11.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
We got 4 down. Wait. Hey, gun. 21. 22. There we go.
Watch the curls.
Play it. 11.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Space to maneuver at the 40. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Preston Smith in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch twist.
Hey, back up.
Motion.
They'll run with Thompson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
4 down. 15, yeah. Tiger. Hey, back up.
Throwing now, Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Orange.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They called his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Here's Smith. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 52. Hey, back up.
They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
4 down, 4 down.
And they will take a knee here.